Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you 3 do-it-yourself projects to help you survive without electricity or gas. For the first do-it-yourself project, you'll need an old loudspeaker. Using a bolt and a hammer, we separate the magnet from it. After that, you need to drill out its hole with a 6mm drill bit. Now we take the pieces of threaded rods with nuts and screw them onto the speaker housing. Here's what you should get. Next, you'll need an extended nut and an 8mm bolt. Drill a through hole in the bolt. Drill a hole in each face of the nut. Now you'll need a piece of bent copper tubing and a syringe needle. Insert the needle into the tube, secure with wire and solder. Carefully trim the needle to prevent it from bending. After that, insert the tube into the nut and solder it. Next, you'll need a small round metal box. Drill a large hole in the center of one side, and on the other side, drill small holes around the edges. Gather all parts of our homemade device and assemble them as shown in the video. Well, the homemade device is finished. Now take a regular gas canister and connect it to our device. And as you can see, we've got a small gas stove that you can use to cook or heat up food. The homemade device works well and the gas canister lasts long. I think it could be quite useful in survival situations. If you liked it, leave a comment and give it a like. And now let's move on to the second invention. For the second do-it-yourself project, you'll need a tin can. You need to cut off the rim from the can and then remove any burrs with sandpaper. You need to drill 4 holes in the can and then widen them with a 6mm drill bit. The holes you made, insert short pieces of threaded rods into them to make legs. Now you need to make a mixture of cement and clay and then pour it into the can. When the mixture dries a little, mark it and make grooves. This is what you should get. Next, take 2 bolts and attach nichrome wire. Add heat shrink tubing to prevent the bolts from shorting to the body. Now we lay the coil into the grooves we made. This is how everything looks. Now let's connect the battery and check if everything works. As you can see, the coil is heating up. Now we need to put the second piece of the can on top of all this. And now the homemade device is finished. Now we connect a wire to it and we have a stove that runs on a 12-volt battery. It's best not to cook on such a stove, but just to heat up food so you don't drain the battery quickly. If you liked it, give it a like, and let's move on to the third do-it-yourself project. For the third do-it-yourself project, get a plastic barrel, set it down and mark an outline slightly wider than the barrel. Now dig a hole 40 centimeters larger than the barrel. Insert the barrel into the hole and check the result. The hole is about 40 centimeters deeper. Remove the barrel and drill 2 holes, one at the top, one at the bottom. You need to screw plumbing pipe elbows into the holes. Now attach a piece of plastic pipe to each of these elbows. Secure the pipes with plastic zip ties to prevent wobbling. Next, the barrel needs a bit of insulation. I wrapped it with polyurethane foam. After that, put the barrel into the pit, close the lid and bury it. After filling the barrel to the lid, widen the pit slightly. Now we drive in the stakes and make the formwork around the barrel. I'm making the formwork out of flat slate, but you can use regular boards. This is how it should look. Next, you need to pour the mixture with clay all around. You can also add some crushed stone to the mix. Seal everything tightly with clay like this to prevent water from collecting around the barrel. By the way, the pipes are needed to provide ventilation in the barrel. Now we remove the lid and glue the foam plastic to it. At this stage, the homemade project is finished. Now, for example, take some canned food in jars and put it in a bag. Using a special hook, we lower the bags into the barrel. And as you can see, this turned out to be a small cellar or refrigerator where you can store food. The hook is placed on top of the lid and covered with foam plastic. Then all of this is covered with a metal lid. Here are 3 easy do-it-yourself projects you can make yourself. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching.